Got a electrical wire on fire running between the trees. Let's see what they got going on up here. They told Eversource to put a rush on it. That's why it's very important for them to trim away from the wires, but they don't do it. They have a budget to, I think, $300,000 year budget, and they don't do it. But let's see what they have. They said it's between some trees and the wire. See what they got. And you can see how these things are overgrown, greatly in need of trimming or pruning.
I'm sorry, 103. 135. 39. Pair up to 19 Barry Street. Had a female screaming hysterically, mapping in that area. There was mention of some possibly bleeding. Advised upon arrival for EMS.
It's right at the top up there. You can see it.
That's crazy.
You'll probably have to cut the power and repair it somehow, somewhere. Right up, you guys can probably make it out like right there.
667 Adams Street. Be the caller there from
Typically you don't put water on those fires. Probably gotta use a dry chemical. A couple of embers are falling down. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm not too sure exactly what you want to do in a situation like that. Cut the branch off if the branch is burning. If it's just the branch, you cut the branch. If it's the wire, then you got to replace the wire.
Currently, the car may have been towed from Florida. Currently at 667 Adams Street, in which she paid for it. Now in an argument with the operator of the truck. From Florida to which street? 667 Adams Street. This is a flatbed tow truck currently there.
From right here, I can't tell what it is, but there's a lot of embers falling down. It looked like it's the tree itself.
That's my girlfriend. Thank you, I appreciate it. What's going on here?
You could get the ladder truck and bring it up there and hit it with a dry chemical. That's a possibility, as long as you don't touch the wires. I would identify if it's a branch and just cut the whole entire branch off. That's what I would do. They told Eversource to put a rush on it, so once Eversource get up there, they'll figure out what to do. The problem is it's so hot, and that stuff could easily ignite, being so hot out here too. Those are service wires. Those are the wires that you would use to, to give you 220 service to your house. So they probably got overheated, and it looks like it's right at the connection too. I can't see from this angle. It looks like it's at the connection. I could be wrong. Keep an eye on things until Eversource get out here. So we got engine 42 over there.
New market car to check
It's kind of hidden behind those trees, so you can't get a real good angle on it.
Let's just see you.
Hey, how you doing, my man? I guess we'll just watch and see what happens.
Go ahead.
If we're Adam Robert, nothing showing. Can you call back?
A lot of feedback.
445 Adam Robert, nothing showing. I got a call back too.
No one's in the cover.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead.
Do it. Let's go. We have been right now. Right. See it come your way. Thank you. Yeah. Call that window. Yeah. That back one over there.
Grab the ABC, bring it in the door, bring your jacket.
Not gonna read.
What about him, Mike?
Hey, you can all of that.
Got a week. You gotta do something, just grab it.
You.
Yo. Yo.
Hold on.
Out anyway.
Save some though.
So
It
what?
might reignite.
What?
Gotta save something, it might reignite.
Hello? Huh? Yeah, there was a fire on the electrical line outside. The whole street lost power. So we'll just have to wait. I think so. I don't know. Because it's not just us, it's the whole street. Yeah, I'm sure they'll start today. They'll fix it. They're not even here yet. Only the fire department's here. Just have to wait. Huh? No, I told my mother, but there's nothing she can do. Nobody can do anything. I saw it. There was a mine there. It was on fire. The mine went up and took the bomb.
Buddy, get away from that right now. Get over here. Yes, get a point up there. I'll explain it all to you. Get over here. I'm going to leave you there. Nothing blows up.
They're trying to tell him to get away from there. He's
Sir, the whole thing almost blew up. Get over there.
guess he's the owner of the house, but there's nobody living in there. So the fire department did a forced entry to gain access to the windows so they could put out the fire. He's more concerned about the house than the pole itself. He should be more concerned about the
Been on the bathroom floor all day.
Because he didn't respond timely, the whole street's out now.
right. Is the whole street out?
Yep. Everywhere.
Oh wow! So you got all y'all lost power? Wow.
That's what first notified us to come outside.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Came outside, met the fire truck.
There's been a lot of that around the city of Boston. A lot of transformer fires, down power lines.
I think it's time they just, whatever rating they use down south, time to move the wires up.
Well, they need to trim the trees too.
That too.
The trees haven't been trimmed in 15 years. I'm serious. I'm not lying.
No, I'm laughing because you're probably right.
No, I'm telling you the truth. The city of Boston has a $300,000 budget and they don't trim the trees.
I don't see them, but I'm gonna ask him to go in Christopher's house because it smells like I can smell something like wires.
He said he smelled some wires burning
That's
inside the
probably
house.
because they were flickering on and off.
That's what I was wondering. Just where at?
So this just popped. So if you ride the burning here for a while, what we'll do is once you finish this, if you still have it smelling over there, we'll go take it out and we'll take it out. Okay? Alright. Hang around here.
Okay.
Keep bouncing in and out, make sure it's good.
Yeah.
And then if
That's
you
on the electric.
051-092.
yeah.
So on the electric.
Yeah, so it does that when it pops because with electricity, so all the electricity areas have a surge for a second, right? Surge, that's gonna die down, so all your wires are gonna pop, cool down. So, yeah, so just pop them out here and there, make sure it doesn't change. It's the same, it's gonna go away. But if you feel somebody's still before you leave, just come grab me and I'll go to you. Alright? No problem.
Snow will probably linger for a little bit.
Go ahead and Andrew.
Make sure your panel's upgraded. A lot of people overloading their panel too.
Yeah. That's
So if you have an old 30 amp panel or a 60 amp panel and you try to run a lot of current through there, you can burn out that panel. It's because it's not rated for a higher voltage going through there. So most typically houses now have a 200 amp service, what makes it a little bit more easier for it to
the upgrade
work
and
a little bit better, yeah. And the more upgraded it is, the better it's going to function, you know? I just came from a lady's house. Her whole second floor was out. So she said she checked all the breakers. So she got 3 panels in her house. One on the basement, one on the second floor. No, she got 4 panels. First floor, second floor, and attic. So the one in the basement was the one that tripped, but it's feeding the whole third floor. One 15-amp breaker is feeding the whole 15-amp. Yeah, one 15-amp breaker is feeding the whole floor.
That's absurd.
Yeah, that's how they would do those houses back in the day, though. I said you need to upgrade a couple of 20-amp circuits up in there easy.
Cost you an easy 15,000-20,000.
Yeah.
Wait, so that means she's probably on knob and tube then?
Well, she's not on knob and tube. They try to upgrade some of the panel. The panel is modern, but I think what happened, they didn't change the circuitry.
Okay.
They changed the panel, but they didn't change the wiring inside the house. So just because you see the new panel don't mean the whole house is upgraded.
Yeah.
That's what they did. I guess the electrician that did the work, he passed away or something, so he never finished it.
Shit.
So fair to say that might not reignite, but then again, who knows, right?
I don't think it will. It's too cool now.
Yeah, it won't reignite, but it got to be fixed or replaced.
I'm actually surprised the power company isn't here yet.
So you guys lost that means that.
Because at first, just our top floor went out in my building, and then as that thing started,
It blew up both sides.
yeah, everything went
So you
out.
lost one phase and the other phase went out too. But you still could have a live phase and just lost the neutral too, so you never know.
Semi-live. The second floor is still going in
Flicking.
and out. Yeah.
So that means you got a live wire coming in, but the neutral might be like in and out intermittently.
Yeah.
Or the live could be intermittently too, either one. That's why I always tell you, like, there's 2 phases coming off those poles. So even though you lose one phase, you have another phase coming in inside there. Yeah, I was just doing a video a couple of weeks ago. Them cutting trees on Washington Street, right?
Yeah.
But there's no power lines on Washington Street. If you go down Washington Street, like towards Eggleston Square,
Yeah.
there's no power lines up and down that whole stretch.
Yeah. But
But
that's what they're focused.
They were focusing on the main stretch, just trimming trees back. But you look at how these wires go right to the tree.
Yep.
That should not be happening. You shouldn't have any wires going between the trees like that.
And it's funny because most of these properties are worth over $1 million.
Yeah, but
You would think they prioritize.
you're paying your property tax, but look what you're getting for that, though. The city of Boston has a budget for that, for cutting trees. I mean, I could go up this whole stretch and see all the trees that intertwining with the wires. Look at every single tree is doing the same thing. Oh, you go down and look at it down that way too. All those trees are coming right into the wires.
They just don't want work to do. Instead of them trimming these trees,
Well,
they
you
trim
see,
these little skinny
no,
ones.
they do. They put the blame on the power company. They say the power company is the one that's supposed to do it, but the city of Boston has a budget for it too. The power company can do it as well, but they do have a budget for it.
104 Adam Robert at 2. 2014.
Interesting though.
What a way to end the day.
They had a few transformer fires around here, so this wasn't too bad.
They got to it early.
Yeah, they got to it right away. Soon the call came in, they came right out.
I wonder who picked the call.
Somebody called it. Maybe those people over there called it, right across the street.
Yeah, most likely.
Cause they were the first ones out of the house.
Because I was still going through the process of checking everything. So I ran down to the basement, flipped this one, flipped it off. I thought it was like something I did. So I was
Right.
going through all the...
Whoa, stay over here. Stay over here.
Just be careful, man. Yeah.
194 Savannah Ave.
So, I wonder what Eversource's ETA is, because they got a weird ETA. They're all over the city now. Like, they got transformer fires, they got down power lines. They're spread real thin today, for sure, for sure. We're gonna go that way. Yeah. Hopefully Eversource shows up within the hour. They usually have a hour response, but since they're so busy today, I don't know if they have an hour response now. I doubt it, because they had so many down power lines and transformer fires today. I think those guys are overworked today for sure. They had one in East Boston, one in Charlestown, I think one in Jamaica Plain. Got this in Roxbury.
They were covering their own ass by cutting the trees.
Yeah, or upgrade the wires too.
Yeah.
So every so many years you gotta upgrade these wires. So these wires don't last forever. I think it's 20. Is it 25 years? Every 25 years, something like that. You have to upgrade the wiring.
I would think. Look, I think that would be. You'd have to speed that up now with the way technology is moving.
Well, they got the newer wires that come out could last a little bit longer,
Yeah.
but the older ones, you got to think they've been there probably 100 years maybe. Those wires haven't been upgraded in a while.
That's way too long. The power usage that's standard today?
I think it's supposed to be every 25 years, I believe. I could be wrong, but it definitely is not meant to last forever. You know what I mean? It's not gonna last forever. But you got expansion, contraction. How long the
They get you when they get you.
No, I don't care. As long as they know.
Yeah, they know.
they know, but they get to as soon as they can.
Is your
It's the whole block. It's the whole block, yeah. It's the, I don't know, upstream, if it affects the people upstream that way or not, but downstream this way it did, right?
Right now? In a little bit. They got to act up for shit. Yeah, take your time. Hope by the time you're ready to leave, everything's here. So we'll take that time.
But still, if they said they called them, they would de-energize the entire line.
They didn't come out to do anything yet. That de-energized because it sparked and de-energized itself. They might have just broke the wire. Like that's, I can't tell what wire that is. That's like the main feeder that's feeding downstream.
But yeah, once you're ready to leave, you just.
Or maybe it's coming off the transformer and feeding the wire.
No problem.
I can't really see that particular wire that it's on, but it looks like it's that lower distribution wire.
One of them is just hanging.
Yeah, I can't see it from here because so many trees in the way. I think it's the one that's coming off the transformer, to be honest with you.
The one that's still attached?
The one that's kind of drooping down from the transformer down to that secondary line.
Okay, yeah.
Because that top one, that's the distribution line. That's your high voltage.
Okay.
The transformer is stepping down to a workable voltage.
Oh, word.
Is that the Eversource?
That's good news. Yeah, I can only tell from the boom.
Eversource is on arrival. I wonder if it's the dude that been there 35 plus years. He's the only one that works out here. Yeah. You already been on there so many times. I got you. just pulled the fuse down, and that disconnects all the power going to the transformer. There's a big side. There's a big fuse up there. You can't see it, but it's one of those blade type fuses. And once you pull that down, it disconnects all the power. He's in the cruiser over there.
Ladder 7. Advise Everett probably about 40 houses without power right now.
Another 40 houses without power.
EMS at the station, returning 321 Charlie. Oh, you can send that call. Definitely we're like right there. 103 Michigan. 103 Avenue. Very quick response. 5.
Deep down, that's what burnt out from the other side. The other side is probably still hanging in the tree somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
And on that side over there, right? There's just, I mean, it might be hold on by the, something's holding it up there. Maybe the branches are holding it up. Other than that, it would have fell right down.
I'm guessing maybe another thing that's trying to fix it.
Yeah, he's gonna. You might have to run a new line. So they don't typically splice them in the middle like that.
Really?
I don't. You can do that, but they don't typically do that. I don't know if he's gonna go through there or not. Not too sure what he's doing. Maybe he's gonna just pull that wire down. It's kind of hard to see that wire. Let me see if I can zoom in on it where it's at. It's kind of like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see through the camera. It's right Maybe the camera does pick that up. It's right there. So that's the wire right there. And that's the transformer right above it. And it's coming down right. That's the brake. Somewhere in there. He's down there at the other end. No, he's down there at the corner. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. They might have to run a line back up there. And
I got a manhole smoking at 345K.
345 K Street, South Boston. Box 743.
manhole fire on K Street.
2031.
345K Street. 22.
22 has it.
There's gonna be a lot of those around the city.
Got another electrical one?
Yeah, that's on K Street,
Donovan, what's that?
South Boston.
445 Adam Robert at 2. Can you take me off with the note, please? In relation to the call.
5 at 2 time is 2032.
Yes, this is gonna be probably a few hours. I don't think it's gonna be anything.
Yeah, this is way more than this.
Say the another unit.
No, I'm all set.
Well, you won't see any more sparking, that's for sure.
Won't see much of anything.
Yeah, you pretty much got it disconnected. There's a fuse. If you look all the way to the tippity top,
Yo, kids, stay out the street.
kids shouldn't play in the street at all. Look way. That's where the fuse is, right there. You pull that down with a little hook, and that disconnects it.
Trying to write them up themselves on their assignments.
All right, so they're gonna be out here for a while, so I'm gonna slide up out of here. Have a good one, my man.
You too, boss.
Everybody's gonna be out. All these, fair to say, all these people that are outside, they're out of. They have no electricity.
Newport Street, Roxbury, US Box 2132 Dudley and Greenville Streets, 2033.
All right, guys, I'm heading up out of here. Just want to show you a little activity, little power line explosion.
Stand by. Just by until eventually get the
I know they have connection points on it. I just don't know exactly where they are. They could probably connect them once they get to the. It's like a little terminating block where they can terminate it at. All right, guys, I'm gonna head up out of here. Catch you guys in the next one.